You think your cooking is pretty good, right? Well, what if I told you that a few hidden habits are secretly sabotaging your meals? We're about to expose the 8 mistakes you'll definitely regret later, and show you exactly how to fix them. You're going to go from this to this. Hey, welcome. We've all been there. You follow a recipe to the letter, you spend your hard-earned money on good ingredients, and the final dish is, well, just fine. You're staring at a dry chicken breast, some soggy vegetables, or a bland sauce that makes you wonder what went wrong. Here's the secret. The problem usually isn't the recipe. It's the small, common mistakes we all make along the way. Today, we're breaking down the 8 biggest kitchen errors that are ruining your food and showing you how to fix them for good. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1: not reading the recipe first. The very first mistake happens before you even pick up a knife. You get excited, you jump right into step 1, and you don't read the whole recipe. This is, quite literally, a recipe for disaster. You might get halfway through and realize you were supposed to marinate the chicken for 2 hours, or that you don't even own a zester. The fix is so simple. Before you do anything, just read the recipe from start to finish. It helps you get a feel for the workflow, grab all your tools, and make sure every ingredient is accounted for. It turns what could be a chaotic mess into a calm, controlled process. Mistake number 2: skipping mise en place. And that leads perfectly to our second mistake: skipping your mise en place. It's a fancy French term, but all it means is everything in its place. We're talking about measuring your spices, chopping your veggies, and getting all your ingredients prepped before you even turn on the stove. When you try to chop as you go, you risk burning the garlic that's already in the pan while you're frantically dicing an onion. By getting everything ready beforehand, you can actually focus on the fun part, the cooking. Your process becomes smooth, way less stressful, and you're not going to forget a key ingredient. Mistake number 3: overcrowding the pan. Mistake number 3 is a classic. We've all done it. You want to save a little time, so you pile all of your chicken or veggies into one skillet. But instead of that gorgeous, golden brown sear, you get a steamy, sad pile of pale, soggy food. Here's the deal. Cramming food into a pan instantly lowers the heat and traps all the moisture. So, the food ends up steaming in its own juices instead of browning. The fix? Cook in batches. Make sure there's enough space between each piece for the steam to escape and for the pan to stay nice and hot. It takes a few extra minutes, but trust me, the flavor you get is so worth it. Mistake number 4: not preheating your pan or oven. Just as bad as a crowded pan is a cold one. Tossing food into a cold skillet or an oven that's still warming up is a surefire way to get unevenly cooked food. It's going to stick, the texture will be all wrong, and you can forget about that delicious browning we all crave. You have to preheat your equipment. For a pan, let it get hot enough that a single drop of water sizzles away instantly. For your oven, wait for it to actually beep and tell you it's at the right temperature. This makes sure your food starts cooking perfectly the second it goes in. Mistake number 5: using the wrong equipment. Mistake number 5 is all about using the wrong tool for the job. Are you scraping your nonstick pan with a metal spatula? You're literally scratching away the coating with every flip. Trying to chop a mountain of vegetables on a cutting board the size of a postcard? You're just making a mess and slowing yourself down. Using the right gear makes cooking easier, safer, and protects your stuff. Use wood or silicone on nonstick pans. Grab a pan that's the right size for the job. And remember, a sharp knife is always safer and more effective than a dull one. Okay, we're more than halfway through. If you've already had a light bulb moment, and you're learning something new, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. And if you want more tips to make you a better cook, make sure you subscribe. Mistake number 6: not tasting as you go. This next one is huge. So many people forget to taste and season their food while it's still cooking. They just follow the salt measurement in a recipe and only take a bite at the very end. By then, it's usually too late to fix it. The secret is to taste at every single stage. Taste the sauce while it simmers. Taste the veggies as they roast. This is your chance to adjust the salt, add a squeeze of lemon for acid, or throw in more spice. It's how you build layers of flavor. This one habit is probably the biggest difference between a bland meal and a truly spectacular one. Mistake number 7: overcooking or undercooking food. Is there anything more disappointing than a dry, tough chicken breast or a steak that's been cooked into a gray slab? On the flip side, undercooking can be dangerous. Just guessing when your food is done is a total game of chance. So, take the guesswork out of it and use a digital meat thermometer. It's the only way to know for sure that your protein is cooked to the perfect, safe temperature. And here's another key tip: let your meat rest for a few minutes after it comes off the heat. This lets all the juices redistribute back into the meat, keeping it moist and flavorful instead of spilling all over your cutting board. Mistake number 8: poor ingredient handling. Our final mistake is all about handling your ingredients improperly, especially when it comes to temperature. Are you throwing a steak into a pan straight from the fridge? The outside is going to burn before the inside even gets warm. Trying to cream together cold butter and sugar for a cake? They just won't combine the right way. Pay attention to the temperature your recipe calls for. For a perfect sear, let your steak sit out at room temperature for about 30 minutes before you cook it. For most baking, ingredients like butter and eggs need to be at room temperature to mix properly and create that light, airy texture you want. So, there you have it, 8 mistakes that might be holding you back in the kitchen. The good news is, you don't have to be a professional chef to avoid these pitfalls. It's all about being a little more mindful, preparing ahead of time, and using the right techniques. If you start fixing these simple things, you are going to see a massive improvement in your cooking, and you'll turn those kitchen regrets into delicious meals you can be really proud of. What's a kitchen mistake you used to make all the time? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to read them and learn from you too. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more tips to help you level up your cooking. Thanks for watching.